how I found out about him is previously 10 years ago I had a left knee replacement. I called the doctor up, he had retired, thank God. So I was in my cardiologist and I was talking to him and I said, I'm going to have to get you to sign a paper to release for the surgery. And he said, who are you going to? And I said, well, nobody right now, but I know what last time I had to have it done. So he said, well, I'd recommend Western Monmouth. And so I took his advice, but then I also called Center State. Center State told me that they would also recommend them. And that's how I came, and I'm very satisfied. A lot different from the one 10 years ago and the one today, January 15th, excuse me.
How was the knee before the surgery?
Well, you know, it was, what's the name? It was, if I would have known what I know now, I wouldn't have wasted 4 or 5 years getting through the pain. But I got to the point where I couldn't even drive. I couldn't go up and down the stairs hardly. I go to the mall with my wife, and it started an argument because I wouldn't walk with her because I couldn't. I had to go sit in the bench, and she thought it was another excuse. She's a very good girl, though, I gotta say that. She's here tonight, so that's why I had to say that. And I'll tell you the truth. If you have to have it done, this is the place to go.
Thank you. Okay, so about the surgery itself, do you remember the day of surgery?
Yeah, the day of the surgery I checked in down in the outpatient. Everybody was polite, very helpful. There was an Irish girl there, I forget her name now, but she kept telling me jokes and all, me and my wife, and it was very good. Then I got called to go upstairs. I went upstairs, and I was there about 15 minutes, and then I don't remember anything. The next thing I remember, I was in the operating room, and the doctor had this big black thing. It was a sling, like.
Black?
Yeah. But you said it was for the blood.
Oh, the tourniquet.
Yeah, the tourniquet. So, and then I woke up in bed, and I haven't had any bit of pain, and I'm not kidding you. It's what's the name? I might have had a little discomfort with the bandage on it. You're going to have a mountain of a bandage on it, right? But as far as pain, compared to the first knee I had, there's no comparison. Because I had pain for 2 months after that, 2 weeks after that. But this year I had no pain whatsoever. I went home. I took in-home.
So you went straight home after
I went straight home 3 days. Well, actually, it was 2.5 because I left it before bed at 12 o'clock. But what's the name? I went home and I had Meridian Health Care. And I had a little girl about 5 foot, and she could really throw you through the paces, I'll tell you. But she was excellent, and again, I had no pain. Right, you know, and the doctor had prescribed medicine and all. In fact, half of it, the second day, I quit taking it because I had no pain, and it was giving me the hiccups.
When did you end up being able to drive and going back to the mall? And
well, what's the name? I'd say within well, I was discharged January the 19th, and I went down to Barnegat to be for the Super Bowl, and that was my first outing. I had gone outside once in a while, but it was so cold, and but the doctor told me, he says, I said to him, can I drive? He says, yeah, but he says, I'd advise you to do it in a parking lot.
I tell everyone that. Don't take it. Okay, thank you very much
You're welcome.
for telling your story. I really appreciate it.